It's insane to me how quickly time is moving, everyone, but we are halfway through the cinematic movie year, and that means it's time for me to announce my top 5 favorite films of 2017, as well as my top 3 shit show films of 2017. I'm basically giving you a little bit of everything. I'm gonna go on record to say that I guarantee that my list is going to stir some controversy, and who doesn't love a little bit of controversy in the film universe? I love it. I love a good debate, and I can guarantee that there are going to be some things on my list that you're going to be wondering, what the fuck are you thinking, Ryan? Or, I didn't think about it that way. But it's gonna happen. Let's jump right into it, and I'm gonna start off by listing 2 honorable mentions. The very first one I have is The Beguiled. The cinematography is outstanding. The cast is really good. I considered it very beautiful and very intriguing, and the characters really got me into it. My second honorable mention is gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It was really funny. The effects were good, and some characters got the spotlight more so in this one than they did in the first one, which I thought was good writing. And that's why it's definitely an honorable mention. Alright, time to jump into our top 5 people. At the number 5 spot, we have Snatched, starring Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn. And I will say, the people that are going to love this movie are gonna need to love 2 things, or at least one of 2 things, and that is Amy Schumer comedy. If you are a fan of Trainwreck, you're gonna like this type of comedy. I love Amy Schumer as a comedian. Her type of humor really resonates with me, and I get on board with this film. The second thing you need to love is Goldie Hawn. This is her return to film after 15 years of being gone, and I missed her, and this film reminded me of how amazing she is. Their chemistry is amazing, and it's hilarious. This film is so funny, even to the point of being stupid funny, but that's a good thing. There is such a thing as stupid funny, to where they know that what is happening is ridiculous. And I think that they are a movie duo that I would love to see do other projects together. Amy Schumer, Goldie Hawn, 2 thumbs up from me. I had a good time with these gals. And at the number 4 spot, we have Table 19, starring Anna Kendrick, Lisa Kudrow, amongst many other people. And this is a Band of Misfits story. It was a charming film. I love the characters. I love how it was able to complete this very interesting story that takes place over a span of a day, involving these strangers that come together. It was heartwarming, it was funny, it was clever, and it was very well paced. They fit a lot into such a short film, and I really liked it. And in the number 3 spot, we have Hidden Figures. If you are a fan of The Help, this movie grabs an apple from the exact same tree. I think it was very emotional, very well acted by Taraji P. Henson, Octavia Spencer, all of the actresses, but also very heartwarming. I really commend this film. And we are already getting to the number 2 spot, everyone. This was a tough one, but I gotta give my number 2 to Wonder Woman. It's literally because of her that I am actually excited for the next few DCEU movies coming out, because to this day, the DCEU movies that have come out, Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and Suicide Squad, have been a tremendous amount of shit. And I have no shame in admitting it. And Wonder Woman is that shining light that bursts through those fucking clouds of rain and gives me hope to believe that they can be better, because she is a part of it. Patty Jenkins did an amazing job at bringing this character to life. You don't have to be a superhero movie fan to like Wonder Woman. That is what's so special about this film, is that it can appeal to a much broader audience, because it's just a great film. It's a great movie, and it's not just a great superhero movie, it is a great piece of cinema that has been released. That we don't get very often. And at the number 1 spot, as most of you can probably guess, is Disney's Beauty and the Beast. And I will go on record to say that Beauty and the Beast is not a perfect film. I would say it's 75% perfection. The rest of it was a bit messy, and there are definitely flaws. But the overall presentation of the film was beautiful, very well casted. The music was great, and some of the main points of Beauty and the Beast were translated from the 91 version to this version very well. Not everything, but it did feel magical, and I'm a big Disney fan. It's a mixed bag, but for me, I loved it, and I continue to love it to this day, and it resonates with me. I felt the magic, and that is why it earned that place as my number one favorite film this year so far of 2017. But just like the good, there's also the bad, and sometimes really bad. So that I'm gonna give you my top 3 worst films or least favorite films that I've seen this year in 2017. There's more than 3, but I'll just give you 3. And at the number 3 spot, we have Baywatch, which you're probably wondering, well, Ryan, everyone knew that movie looked like total garbage. Like, why would you go in even thinking that it could even be anything above idiotic? And you're right. There were times where I was sitting there thinking, are they trying to take this seriously? Because if they are, then it's really bad. And the movie itself was just really stupid, and it didn't even present itself in a stupid, funny kind of way. There were times like in Snatched when they got that right, to where there were some stupid, funny moments, ridiculous funny moments, like, oh my god, did that just happen? Funny moments, but I'm laughing my ass off. This did not, and I was kind of hoping for that. I felt like, you know what, got a rated R rating, push the envelope, throw that raunchiness, throw the F-bombs, throw the sex, throw the violence, throw anything. And they threw a few, not enough, and the serious stuff I could not even, it was just bad. It was just bad. And my number 2 spot, I would say that goes to Rough Night. And the reason why this one is even higher on the list than Baywatch is because I went into Rough Night with really excited high expectations. I was expecting a film that could fall into the same genre as a Bridesmaids type story. The previews I thought were hilarious, and the cast looked really good, except for maybe Scarlett Johansson. But overall, it had promise, and I was laughing my ass off during the previews. I got really excited to see this movie, thinking it was gonna be a good film with my girlfriends, and I'll tell you this right now. Every single hilarious moment in all of those previews are the only hilarious moments in the entire movie. And we all know how shitty that feeling is when they show all of the best moments in the preview. The rest of it was dull. I was so disappointed, and that's because I went in with higher expectations, but that movie was such a wasted opportunity. All those actors were completely wasted on very, very mediocre humor. And in my number 1 spot, the worst movie I have seen of 2017 so far is The Circle, starring Emma Watson and Tom Hanks. This movie was bad. It was so bad. And not just the quality of the film and not just the cast in the film, but I walked out thinking, what is this movie even trying to portray? What is the point of all this? How it wraps itself up? It made no sense. I walked away bewildered as to what was it trying to convey to the audience and what was its message. And it's so ironic that Emma Watson is the star of my favorite film of 2017 and also my least favorite film of 2017. It was poorly mapped out, poorly executed, poorly marketed, and the payoff at the end is not even a payoff, and you're wondering, what the hell was the point of all of this? That is where we land on films for 2017. Did some of your favorites make my list? I'd be very curious to know your thoughts and opinions. If there's one thing that I love to do, it is to debate movies. I appreciate you all watching, hope you got a kick out of it, and thank you for tuning in. Until next time, this is Ryan Bamey signing off. Bye everyone.